Welcome back to another episode of Bucko Booth, the Pittsburgh Pirates podcast at the Baseball Podcast Network. My name is Benson Fector, and I'll be the host of your show today. Definitely a good week for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I'm happy to be back here on Bucko Booth. This week saw the Pirates get back into contention with their big series win over the Houston Astros, and we will have time to dive into all of this here in a minute, but just want to thank everybody who's tuning in right now, live, archived, no matter how you're doing it, no matter where you're doing it. I certainly do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the next 60 minutes of Pittsburgh Pirates baseball talk. So let's dive into our weekly recap. On Saturday, the Pirates won Game 2 of their series against the Padres by a score of 6-3, and on Sunday, the Pirates won maybe one of the most wild games you will ever see in extra innings over the Padres by a score of 11-10. On Tuesday, the Pirates dropped first game of the series to the Astros in Garrett Cole's first game pitching against his former team by a score of 5-1. Wednesday, the Pirates demolished the Astros by a score of 14-2. Thursday, they continued their thrashing over the Astros by a score of 10-0. And last night, in Game 1 of their series against the Milwaukee Brewers, they won by a score of 3-2. A very good week overall for this Pirates team as they finished with a record of 5-1. Again, putting themselves back in contention with that series win over the Houston Astros. They are now right back into the thick of things, sitting only at 4 games back of first place, the Chicago Cubs, and 3 games back of that playoff spot in the wild card. So they're definitely back into it, and it's definitely going to be exciting baseball the rest of the way for these Pittsburgh Pirates. The transactions from the week. On Saturday, the Pirates placed right fielder Gregory Polanco on the 10-day injury list, retroactive to June 19th with posterior left shoulder inflammation, and they recalled center fielder Jason Martin from Indy. On Sunday, the Pirates sent right-handed pitcher Jordan Lyles on a rehab assignment to Indy and signed free agent right-handed pitcher Jarlene Yes to a minor league contract. On Wednesday, the Pirates recalled right-handed pitcher Dario Agrazal from Indy and optioned center fielder Jason Martin. And on Thursday, the Pirates traded third baseman Patrick Dorian to the Baltimore Orioles to complete the Yefry Ramirez trade, optioned right-handed pitcher Dario Agrazal, and recalled right-handed pitcher Dovidas Neverauskas from Indy. And yesterday, Friday, the Pirates sent shortstop Eric Gonzalez on a rehab assignment to Indy. Let's get into our awards of the week. Player of the week goes to Josh Bell, a .250 average this week, 6 for 24, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs. Unfortunately, Josh Bell, the Ring the Vote campaign did not come to fruition. However, he can still be a starter in Cleveland as the DH. So we are all hoping for that, and there's no reason he shouldn't be. This guy has 22 home runs, leads the league with 70 RBIs. Today's the halfway point of the season, and he already has 70 RBIs, on pace for 44 home runs. 140 RBIs, batting .307. That's MVP type numbers, and it just shows how much MLB All-Star Game fan voting is such a sham, an absolute sham. Yes, Freddie Freeman has a name recognition that Josh Bell doesn't have, but Josh Bell is by far and away the better first baseman in 2019 than Freddie Freeman. He deserved to be that first baseman, hit 2 home runs during the 2 days that the voting was going on. Unfortunately, it was not enough to put him over the top as he fell 1.1% shy of Freddie Freeman, who will be the NL's starting first baseman. Good week, though, from Josh Bell. Pitcher of the week goes to Felipe Vasquez. In 3 1/3 innings, he pitched 3 games, picking up a win, a save, allowing no hits, no runs, no walks, and striking out 7. So, out of the 10 outs that Felipe Vasquez recorded this week, 7 of them came via the punch-out. And he didn't allow a hit, didn't walk anybody, picked up a win last night. He had a save this week. Send Felipe Vasquez, send this man to Cleveland as well. He is truly a nightmare. And there have been trade rumors this week that the Dodgers are reportedly interested in Felipe Vasquez, and the Brewers were interested in him last year. And thank God Neil Huntington didn't pull the trigger on a trade for him last year. Yes, we didn't reach our ultimate goal, but we still had the possibility and will still reach that World Series goal in 2019. And Felipe Vasquez is going to be a big part of it. We cannot trade him to the Dodgers unless we fall out of contention. If we do, could see it happening, but right now, he is not on the block. Rookie of the week goes to Kevin Newman, a .414 average this week, 12 for 29, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. He extended his hitting streak to 18 games last night with a home run. He's homered in 3 straight games, 9 RBIs out of that leadoff spot. And, I mean, what more can you ask out of Kevin Newman? He honestly deserves to be sent to the All-Star game as well. He absolutely rakes, and now he's adding the power mix to it. The 18-game hitting streak is the longest active streak in baseball today. If he comes up with another hit today, he will break the Pirates' all-time rookie record, set in both 2010 by Neil Walker and 1971 by Rennie Stennett. He is tied with that right now. He's doing everything you could ever ask for, and I mean, unfortunately for Eric Gonzalez, who's on rehab right now, he is not going to have a job when healthy. Kevin Newman has taken that, and he is the future shortstop for this Pittsburgh Pirates ball club. Glove of the week goes to Adam Frazier. In 22 total chances, he had 15 assists, 7 putouts, part of 2 double plays, no errors. And we've talked a lot about how Adam Frazier's glove has improved. And yes, he's shown some signs of weaknesses there, and his bat has definitely not been what we all expected it to be in 2019. But his glove has definitely been a solid, and he is one of the more solid second basemen there are in Major League Baseball. He's not going to make the flashy, rangy type plays, but he's going to make 99% of the plays that are routine, and he'll make some good plays too. He is a solid second baseman. I hate the hate that he gets by a lot of the fans as being the second baseman. Yes, he has had a few struggles, but that doesn't mean he isn't a fantastic second baseman, and that's what he is. His bat is going to come around. He's too good of a hitter for it not to, and it's only going to make this Pirates lineup that much deeper and that much better. Sitting just below 500, the Pittsburgh Pirates approach the All-Star break as potential sellers. The club needs to stay hot if it hopes to play baseball past July. Here are some goals that will help make that hope a reality. The Pittsburgh Pirates ended their series against the Astros as an incredibly hot ball club. The Bucks followed the series win up with a come-from-behind win against the Brewers. The Pirates are playing against good teams and are winning, but with a record that still sits below 500, the Pirates don't have much room for error. With 9 games to go before the All-Star break, management is soon to be at a crossroads, and the team will have to stay hot if they wish to compete past the month of July. These 9 games are played against the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. 2 great ball clubs that the Pirates will need to catch in the NL Central if they wish to make a playoff run this season. To keep the team hot, set the club up as buyers at this year's trade deadline, and to set the team up for a potential playoff run, the Pirates should have 3 goals over the next 9 games. Goal number 1, managing the outfield. The Pirates have an excess of players that can play in the outfield. Recently, it does not seem like there is a wrong choice for Hurdle to make when choosing who to start in the outfield. But this mindset can easily lead the team to losing close games. Hurdle should be starting Brian Reynolds, Corey Dickerson, and Starling Marte in the outfield every day. There are a few reasons for going this route. To start, having both Reynolds and Marte hitting in the second and third spot for the Pirates gives the team a beautiful combination of speed and on-base percentage ahead of Josh Bell, who is currently heating up again. Starting Melky Cabrera, a reinstated Gregory Polanco, Jason Martin if he is called back up, or even Jose Ozuna creates a void in either the second or third spot that is better filled by Marte or Reynolds. In addition, with Dickerson's early season injury, it is easy to forget the caliber of Dickerson's play. Dickerson is by far the most accomplished outfielder on the Pirates roster, as he has hit 25 plus home runs in a single season, hit for 300 in a full season, and has earned a Gold Glove. He is also immune to the typical right-left splits. Dickerson hit .293 against left-handed pitching and .302 against right-handed pitching last season. Dickerson would be the best outfielder on many MLB rosters and needs to be starting every day for the Pirates. As good as the Milkman has played this season with a .308 average, .342 OBP, and a .774 slugging, OPS .431 slugging, Cabrera has especially shined as a pinch hitter, a .429 average, .556 OBP, .643 slugging. That's good for a 1,198 OPS. With the team getting healthy, Cabrera should become Hurdle's go-to pinch hitter and should not be starting key games in the outfield. Just like Felipe Vasquez should be used in the highest leverage inning every game, Cabrera should be taking the highest leverage pinch hitting at bat every single game. Goal number 2, Joe Musgrove fills a void. With Jameson Taillon out for the foreseeable future and Chris Archer failing to live up to his potential, the Pirates need a starter that they can rely on to anchor their rotation. Joe Musgrove can be that pitcher. Musgrove is rarely talked about as a top-of-the-rotation pitcher, but has some statistics that could suggest that he has top-of-the-rotation potential. While Musgrove owns a 4.27 ERA on the season, his FIP sits at 3.59, and both are inflated due to just a few bad starts. Musgrove has had 4 outings this season where he has gone 6+ innings while giving up 0 earned runs. He has an additional 6 outings of 6 innings plus with 3 or less earned runs. Anyone who has watched Musgrove pitch this year knows that he can completely shut down an opposing team. The consistency, however, is lacking. Musgrove will get 2 starts before the All-Star break. Both of these starts need to be stellar and need to give the Pirates a strong chance to win each game. The Pirates are going to be playing against high-powered offenses, and having a pitcher that you know will shut out, or at least quiet the opposing bats, is a good start to winning key series. And final goal. Goal number 3, hit, and then hit some more. The Pirates lead the entire MLB with a batting average of .294 in the month of June. That is a whole 12 points higher than the next closest team, the Boston Red Sox. While this statistic is bound to regress some in the upcoming months, the Pirates need to continue to hit well up until the All-Star break. These key divisional games are just too important. One number that shouldn't regress is the Pirates' .302 batting average with runners in scoring position during the month of June. While this is only best for the 6th in the MLB over this stretch, a 300-plus average is more than enough to carry the Bucs to victory in most games. This statistic is especially important for the Pirates who rely on small ball, on-base percentage, and timely hitting. The Pirates are 26 out of 30 teams in home runs, but rank 28th out of 30 teams in plate appearances that end in strikeouts. The Pirates put the ball in play and often create traffic on the bases. Cashing in these base runners is key. So the 3 goals, again, heading into the All-Star break in order for this team to compete. Goal number 1, manage the outfield. Goal number 2, Joe Musgrove fill in the void. And goal number 3, hit, and hit some more. And if they can do those 3 things, they will be sitting pretty heading into the All-Star break. A Pittsburgh Pirates prospect picked up a big honor on Friday. As part of MLB All-Star season, the rosters for the Futures game were announced on Friday. A slugging Pittsburgh Pirates prospect will be part of Team USA for the game. This prospect is first baseman Will Craig. In his first season at AAA, Craig has mashed this season. He entered play on Friday, owning a .258 average, .338 OBP, and a .476 slugging for the AAA Indianapolis Indians. He had collected 16 home runs, 28 extra base hits, a .218 ISO, and a WRC plus of 104. Craig's strong season at AAA comes after a successful 2018 campaign. Last season, Craig slashed for a .248 average, a .321 OBP, and a .448 slugging with 20 home runs and a .110 WRC plus for AA Altoona. Craig is a former first-round pick who has seen a spike in offensive production in recent seasons. However, despite this offensive production, he's left looking for a long-term position. Craig plays first base for AAA Indy, but Josh Bell has his position on lockdown. He can also play third base, but Colin Wren and Ke'Bryan Hayes are roadblocks there. As for the corner outfielder positions, where he has dabbled this season, Brian Reynolds, Corey Dickerson, Melky Cabrera, and Gregory Polanco say hello. Regardless of what his future is with the Pirates, it is a great honor for Craig to be named for the MLB Futures game. Since the Indianapolis Indians became the AAA affiliate for the Pirates, Craig is the 8th player to earn a Futures game spot. Andrew McCutchen, Austin Meadows, Elias Diaz, Gregory Polanco, Jose Bautista, Josh Bell, Steve Pearce are the other 7. This is a pretty darn good company. The 2019 Sirius XM Futures game will be slated to be played on Sunday, July 7th. The game's 20th anniversary edition will be held at Progressive Field in Cleveland. The game is scheduled for 7 p.m. And if you've been following this show